Yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm the number one quarterback, and that's what I know. But at the end of the day, I'm not stuck on that because it's about the situation. So whatever situation, whatever franchise believes in me and gives me the opportunity, and I'm excited to go. So wherever that falls, it don't really matter to me.
Shedeur, have you imagined the day your name's announced on the draft and what that day's gonna be like for you when you hear your name being called?
Not really. The most thing I've been trying to figure out is, making sure my mom and dad's gonna be right there beside me. That's the hardest. That was the hardest thing I was thinking about. Getting my name getting called wasn't a thing. It was more just making sure my mom and dad right there. I mean, I'm not sure that one of these guys won't be on my team. I know him, so who knows? And who knows if Shilo's gonna be on my team? So it's a lot I don't knows right now. So I just like taking things one day, one step at a time. This is the biggest thing we finally accomplished, and now I guess it's private workouts and just wait for the draft. Which one? Oh, yeah, Shiloh's funny. He's funny. He was out there clapping. He was the only one clapping out the throws. So that's real support. And everybody else, I don't know. He earned my respect today. He earned my respect. So, it was cool that he was able to be there, support me, and I wish I was gonna be able. I wish I was there to watch him run his 40. I think he ran like a 4.52. So he's been training hard to get that done. So I'm excited that we're all here, we're all shining, and we're all gonna be legendary.
Shedeur, you talked about the situation being in front of you. How would you say your traits would fit in as well? Having more offense with this coach, quarterback like Dak Prescott.
Yeah. I think he's a great coach, and I also think I watched him a little bit in college. So we're so young. Like I didn't know that was that. So I know that's who he was in college. But then when I looked him up and did the research and all that, I'm like, dang, like he did everything I'm trying to accomplish in life. So he knows the recipe, and a lot of people that play the position understand, that point of view versus just a different point of view versus like the sky or the sideline. It was definitely, I would say, getting us all into different things, like when we was younger. So, like, getting us into, like, music, getting us in piano, showing us how to cook, like, showing us different things that my dad wasn't able to show us to. And I'm truly thankful for that because I would say the older I get, the more in my roots I go back to. So then I listen to, like, classical music. That's what calmed me down, through everything, through all this chaos. I feel like, and I know, like, my life is a movie, and, it's just each and every day is just a different story in it. Draft, that'll be fun. Big family, big friends. It's going to be legendary. Yeah.
Shedeur, what's interaction been like with Tennessee since the start of the process? I know you got a private coming up too. What's maybe the last thing you want them to know about you here before this is all done?
Well, I feel like on the visit, everything was pretty good. Everything was fun. Everything was good. They got to know me. I got to know them well. So I'm comfortable in any situation.
I feel like a lot of people kind of forget that you didn't even have a full offseason to train last year because you were rehabbing. How's your body doing with everything? Do you feel?
Yeah, I feel great.
You feel like 100% right now?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like 90%. I know could go the extra 10% this offseason, with of course gaining a little bit more muscle mass, but still being able to be flexible with it. Cause I'm used to taking hits and all that type of stuff, so it's just gonna be a little harder, a little bit more. So I know I'm prepared for everything.
The last thing I was going to ask is your dad just signed an extension to stay here a little bit longer, so
Yeah.
the legacy that you guys helped build is going to continue. What does that mean to you and everybody else who?
I'm just waiting on my percentage. That's it. That's all I'm waiting on is my percentage. As soon as he got his check, I'm just waiting on my percentage. That's it. Good. Yeah. I think they got me really full. I took them, well, I sent them my favorite steakhouse in the city. So after that, I definitely immediately went to the sauna after that. I said, oh, I got too comfortable here. I got too comfortable. So I went to the steam room that night, got in the sauna, got in the hot tub, chill, relax everything. But it was a good vibe. It was a good atmosphere. I could bring cameras and eyes anywhere I go. That's not, it don't matter where I go. I know my change and I know the influence I have, on society and on culture. So wherever I go, it's definitely going to be an improvement than what it was before I got there. Yeah, it was definitely about the teammates because I could have selfishly chose not to, because I proved myself years after year after year after year. And the most important trait as a quarterback is consistency. And I show that. I'm the most consistent, out there. Accuracy, most accurate out there. Just look at the numbers, look at the stats, and you'll be able to tell who's consistently the best quarterback year after year.
Next 20 days, what's on your agenda and how much you looking forward to when you got to accomplish the next 20 days?
Trying to figure out where I'm going to get drafted to. But other than that, I'll say just relaxing. I'll say relax the big moment, I'll say, in front of the cameras, in front of everybody. Now I'm able to go back in the zone and work on everything I need to work on and get better. So I'm just excited that we got this, we done this, we got it out the way, and now I could get back in my rhythm of my off season. I learned different personalities. I had 6 different offensive coordinators in college, so I'm able to see the different personalities and see who favors who, because there's only so many different people types, in this world. So you see different traits in different people, so you know how this situation will be, you know how other situation will be. So, I was able to just understand what I'm walking into. I mean, truthfully, whenever I talk to all these coaches and the teams, they really don't care about all the stuff people say on media. That's why it's purposes. That's why I don't respond. That's why I don't say anything anymore, responding why, because they truly don't care, or they really don't know. They care about ball, and I don't have any character issues, so I don't know, what's the knock. But, I'm just a dark horse, I guess. I don't know.
Pretty special day today. There's hundreds of people here to see you throw. Last day working with your teammates. What's been the highlight of your pro day so far?
Highlight was definitely my brother clapping after my throws. That was the highlight of it for me. I wish somebody had a camera just on him the whole time clapping. I wish that highlight reel I got. I just want to post that on Instagram. So that's it though. But that was the highlight of my time. That was the highlight of it.
Hey, Shedeur, your dad has talked a couple times lately about how, you've sort of been brought up to deal with any negativity or online hate or anything like that. And he said, you guys are all built for this your whole lives. How do you think that's going to help you as you transition to the NFL and you face the pressures of, cities and the fans' expectations and all that? You think you're built for that in that same vein?
Yeah, one thing I learned is to not really care about anybody's opinion, but those around, those that matter. So none of that stuff really affects me, All these people, all the cameras out here, that don't affect me when I'm going into a workout. Because mentally, I'm already putting myself in those situations when I go work out each and every day. So it doesn't really faze me. I don't really care too much about what a lot of people have to say that's not, in my intimate group.
Did do that, Shedeur, as far as what your expectation was coming in and how you executed?
I think I did pretty good to my expectations. I know I did the best, I would say, in college football right now, for sure. Yeah.
It's looked at as a redo situation. How comfortable are you kind of walking into a situation that have a losing in your recent history? And comfortable are you going in there and, kind of instilling some attitude and mentality?
I don't think Jackson State or Colorado had a winning history before I got there. So it's just another day in the office, another year in the office for me. It's the same thing over and over. And that's why I enjoy about life, because I understand how to approach different situations and what to do different. So I'm just thankful for the opportunity, and whoever drafts me, whatever pick, I truly don't matter to me, because I know in myself who I am and I know what I bring to the table. So whoever sees the value in that, will be very lucky to give me.
Thank you, Shedeur.
Thank you.